Good evening and thanks for joining us. If you own a cell phone, and the majority of Canadians do, there is news tonight that could affect your service and how much your bills cost. There are plans to increase competition in the wireless market and lower the cost to consumers. And it couldn't come too soon. Canadians pay some of the highest prices for some of the worst cell phone service in the industrialized world. And as Jacques Bourbeau reports, thousands of Canadians have come forward with their cell phone horror stories.
Canadians love their wireless phones. There are 26 million of them in this country, but we're a lot less happy with the companies that provide this service.
I always ask, tell me up front, what's the whole plan going to cost? Oh, it'll cost $45. Okay, let's go with that one. And ends up $60, and you look at the bill and you don't even know what half the things are some of the times.
Unhappy cell phone customers got a chance to air their beefs when Openmedia.ca asked Canadians to share their cell phone horror stories. Almost 3,000 people replied, including one woman who wanted to cancel her contract after an accident left her unable to work.
She said, well, under what circumstances can I actually get out of this service, because I can't afford to pay. And the service provider said, you basically have to die, otherwise you're going to have to keep paying us.
Openmedia.ca says the three biggest complaints: poor customer service, restrictive contracts, and high prices. But the industry thinks its customers are a pretty happy bunch. The Canadian Wireless Association told Global News the number of complaints is relatively low, approximately 27 complaints per 100,000 subscribers. Whatever the volume of complaints, critics say the only way to reduce them is more competition.
We continue to have 94% of the market controlled by three companies. I think we're going to continue to see Canadians price gouged, facing disrespectful customer service and lagging behind the rest of the world.
The federal government is taking steps to open up competition, setting out the rules today on how it's going to auction off wireless airwaves.
We want to have more competition in the telecom sector, hope to have a fourth player in every region of this country.
But critics are skeptical.
The end game will be three large providers with a large market share and not much changes. Yeah, so we're not very hopeful that today's announcements do much.
There are newer players and they have been making some inroads, but this remains an industry where big changes are still on hold.